There, it's Shell and Clint and Mom are inside. So guys, today I thought it would be fun to kind of join the rage on the tall skinny journals. So thought we would make one of those and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to use this paper because I think it's really pretty. I love that. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to go ahead and pick one for the cover. So a typical, from what I can see, is a typical page is 12, or no, it's 11 by 8.5. So you're going to have, this is going to be 8.5. So you're going to need, you're going to be looking at what, 4 1/4 for your cover if you do a cover. So you would probably need like 4.5 by 11.5 or so for a cover. So I just need to find a nice page. I'm just going to go ahead and make the cover out of this paper as well. That's really pretty. I just like when I fold it, I want, a nice picture. That would work. That's kind of pretty too. I really like that. I'm going to set that aside and look at it. And I don't know how many pages go into. Ooh, I love that too though. Into one of these. So I'm going to say what, 15, 20 pages. Because I don't know. I haven't done that much research. I just saw it and I was like, oh, I should make one of those too. So this would be pretty for cover too, but I really like the butterflies. But this could work for inside the journal. This one has that stuff on the back, so we'll use that for decoration. That one. Pull out some of these that... This is Stamperia. I love Stamperia papers. And I really like that they kind of give you things to use throughout the book, But yeah, so I thought we would just kind of mess around and until we figure out what our next large project is going to be, or mine. Okay, so this is Blue Land by Stamperia, and I will link that below for you guys. Put it over here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down to 11 across the top and 8.5. So just like a regular size paper. Like a regular size scrapbook, not scrapbook, what am I thinking? You guys know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Computer piece of paper. I'm going to cut that off. And of course save all our scraps. And then 8.5, so 8.5 by 11. My brain. Oh, but that's going to leave such pretty papers to put in the page. So yeah, this is going to be folded like this. And I could have cut, a little bit differently. But won't that be pretty? Yeah, that's a long page. Isn't that beautiful though? I love that. Okay, so 8.5 by 11. This one I'm going to trim it just a little bit so I can get most of this on the page. Because that's the part we cut to 8.5. Sorry, it's still a little chilly here. And let's do this one. It's definitely a different size, So I don't know how many pages I'm going to put in there. I'm just going to score this one at 4 1/4. I think it'll make it go a little bit easier to fold. There we go. This one too. Oh, I love that. It's so pretty. Make sure I don't cut down the wrong one. Okay, 11. I think I need to take my jacket off so I can focus a little bit. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. This is Thursday. Trying to get ahead of the game a little. 8 1/2 by 11. We're going to try to go yard selling on Friday. If we do, I'll put a haul video up. Let you know. Oh, wait. What did I do? Oh, okay, that should be 8 1/2. See, I started talking. Okay. I was right, though, where I was going to score it. Oh, so pretty. But yeah, it's a fun size, you know, it's a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and let me see where 4 1/4 would be here. I think that would be fine. So let's cut this 8 1/2. I really wanted to keep this piece, or I would probably cut that off, but yeah. Okay. Score it at 4 1/4. And then this one's going to be our cover. So I think I'm going to leave it at 12. I think that's what, yeah, maybe. I almost think 12 seems too big. Let me just, I'll cut it down. I'll leave it at a 12, and then we're going to cut it down instead of 8 1/2. We'll cut it down 9 1/2. That would give me, what, 1/2 inch on each side. I'm going to cut it down to 10, and we'll kind of look at it and see if we like that. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really take any measurements or anything. I just kind of watched some videos. So if I cut... I score this like at 5. I'm just going to see what I'm looking at. Is that going to be too large? I think it'll be fine, you know, if we put lace and stuff. Okay, so, because I did that at 10. Didn't I? Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't look quite right. There we go. Look at that. That thing is huge. But I know it's the rage right now, and I kind of wanted to just kind of pop in and make one. Okay, and we're going to do something with this. We'll probably sew around the front. Let me see if I like this side. I think it's going to be fine. That is a large journal. Okay, so there's the cover, and then here's our pages. And really, one of these should be like in the center. Which one didn't fold? Maybe this one. We'll make this our center page. Like this. And truthfully, I did not see how anyone decorated any of this. So, you know, it'll be kind of fun to see what we can do with it. Okay. So we have that. Still, yeah, I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I need some more papers for in here. So let me go find some 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, which is nice because the orientation and stuff should be correct, right? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I found some papers. We'll see what we can use here. So this one's fun. It has a slight curl on it. I don't know if I can kind of straighten it out or not, so I'm just going to trim it off. I just thought it would be a fun thing to add. I haven't really used vintage papers in a while, you know, the last few times. And then I'm just going to cut this down to 11. Pretty sure that's, yeah, it's a little bit smaller, but I think that will be really pretty. It has the number on there and stuff like that. It's almost yard sale seasoning. Seasoning. Oh, jeez. Mom got her hearing aids. Did I already tell you that? Anyways, she loves them. She heard me sneak up on her. I think I might have told you that too. But she got them really inexpensive. We got them on Amazon for less than $200. You know, just she had to have something, guys. She just couldn't hear nothing, and which kind of worries me, especially like when we're not at home, because a lot of times she doesn't want to go with us or whatever. So then I had this blue, which I have tons of these. So cut that one down to 11 by 8.5. So when I was doing a little bit of research on these, I just watched Gayle, because you know that's just what I do. And she said it's just the same as any other type of journal. You're just making it tall and skinny. Just gonna score it like this. Just easier, I think, if I just score it. But yeah, I've really been wanting to get out and clean the yard. I might videotape it and put it on our other channel, which is At Home with Clint and Shell. Because I was thinking if we go on, if Mom and I end up going on vacation, I might, you know, record that as well. Just going to trim this off. But I don't want to put it on this channel. Just, I don't know, the algorithms are so weird. This one's a little bit smaller, that's fine. Put some interesting pieces in here. It's chilly. It's so cold out. My hands are cold. Oh, and look what I found. I love this. So I was thinking of like birds and butterflies again, you know. And I had this in a book. So I tore the book apart and pulled this out. It's like a really old bird book. I thought that would go so cool in here. But yeah, I got the bluebirds. So I thought that would be really neat. And I don't think I need to cut any of it down. I think it'll be fine the way it is. Make it interesting. This one I think is a slight touch too big. Let's see, 8.5 by 11. Oh, perfect. I imagine you could make these any size, you know, just make them tall and skinny. So just say, I mean, If you wanted to, you could do like 6 by 8 or something and make it tall and skinny that way instead of like this massive way. Totally up to you. That's fun. And then I have these two, and I think I'm going to cut them down to 2 to use for each one. Use 2 of them. We'll see. Oh no, I probably won't then. Let me see how wide it is. That's 11 there. So really I just need this 8.5. And I've already thought about some decorating for the journal, so that's fun. But yeah, I think I can use 2 of these. Okay, perfect. And maybe the same with this. Because this thing is huge. This is like a paper placemat. And I found it at a yard sale years ago, but I love the colors of it. Okay. Oh, were those 11? I didn't even check that part. A little bit big. Okay. And then I have this, which I thought it would be fun just to put some paper in it, some music. This might be fragile, we'll see. If it's too fragile, I'll grab another one. I think it'll be fine. Let's see what I have here. Is here, so I'm going to trim a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom. Like that. Let's see how many pages we have in the book. You know, so I'm kind of making these like we would make a TN, you know. So a TN is a traveler's notebook. This is pretty much the same concept, it's just wider. Just gonna check my paper. I think it'll be fine. Kind of cracked, but just from age, but I love that. Then we'll just decorate it with some fun hidden journaling spots, because that just seems to be my thing. Clint's going to start working on aspen. He found some white aspen, and we have some dyes and stuff, so we're going to be trying to come up with different ideas for some of the ink blenders if you want something different, you know. So let's see what we have. Put this one here. I love the birds. That just makes me happy. Put this one here. Let's see, about 2 there, 3 there, 1 here. Let's put this one here maybe. I just like these. You could journal on them or whatever you want to do. This one. And I think I'll put this one closer to the center. Let's see what that gives us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I'm not counting the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to start with the 14 pages and then we'll go with that. Let's see. And I know I have some like fabric flips that we've already created in a box. I'm trying to use what I have for this journal, and I'm going to go look in there and see if I have one that would work. Okay, ooh, look at that lace. Really need to go through what I have and use it, you know. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? See, this would be really pretty actually on this journal. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna do that. So you have it on the front and the back. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'm glad I opened this because that's awesome. But I saw some blue, so I'm gonna look for something like that would work. We just put, you know, did a whole bunch of them at one time a while ago. I love this lace too. Yeah, I really need to organize. Oh, look at this one. This one's cute. Probably need one like longer. Actually, that's not too bad. Let me just see what I have and then I'll make a decision. These are long. I think we probably made these for like belly bands or something. But they'd work perfect as a fabric flip for this, wouldn't it? Okay. Just looking for the blue ones. That's kind of pretty. Do I want to use 3? We'll see. We'll see, huh? There's another blue one. Probably not that one. It doesn't quite go with my shades. Found more than I expected. That one's cute. And you can use, you know, some of these as pockets and stuff too, but okay. I'm gonna do that. Whoa. Let me look at that. I think I need a different thread in my sewing machine. So I'm going to trade that out and then we will go ahead and we'll do some sewing because I want to sew those in because I think that's such a fun element. So yeah, hold on just one second. Okay, so I ended up putting some white thread in my sewing machine. And I'm going to go ahead and take the cover. And we're just going to go around it just to kind of give it some interest and, you know, differentiate between the pages. I don't even know if that was the right word, but you guys know what I mean. Okay, I'm going to do a zigzag. You know, this one just feels so massive compared to the others. Even though technically you're using the same size. It's just the way it's folded, I guess. So it just feels so different. actually, I did want to go ahead and see what I want to do with the fabric flips. Let me just move that out of the way. And then I have these 3. Do I want to use all 3 of them, or this one has black in it. I mean, some of the pages do have some black, so they could work. That's a lot of fabric flips, isn't it? Let's kind of look at it and see what we want to do. I think this is a good place. Look at it. It's like perfect for this size. So it's like we made it for this book. I'm just going to switch this to a single or a straight stitch. I'm going to put this one on. I might end up looking and seeing if I have another flower like this, because I think I like that with this book. One thing, you just want to make sure your page is open when you sew it down. Yeah, I've done that before. But yeah, I like that rose a little bit better, you know. Make sure it's a little straight. Nice, like that. I know this wasn't, sorry. I don't really like to leave my strings, my threads. I know some people do, and then if you don't like it, you know, you can cut it off. But it's not my favorite. Like that. I don't think 3, you know, is a bad thing. That one might be too wide, and that might, you know, cause an issue. Not necessarily an issue per se, but I might just need to trim it down. I'm going to go ahead and get my good scissors for this and just trim it just a little. I do want this one in here for sure, because it has those really pretty bluebirds. Yeah, let's put that one here. Fabric flips, somebody once asked me what they were for. Just to cover your writing or a picture or whatever you want. Mainly for interest, but if you want it to cover, you can, you know. And I don't go back and forth too much on these. Just enough to kind of lock my stitch. I don't want to rip the paper. That one was, I don't know where that one went. Okay, I'll have to figure it out later when I, oh wait, maybe it goes here, I think. Okay, that one goes there. And I have one more. Do we want another flip? Why not? I mean, we have it. What am I missing, guys? Oh, the cover. So really, I probably want like this one to be like when you open your book, you know, you want something pretty to look at. Might trim that down, the birds. And we could put one on this one. The other ones are towards the back, and that one's in the back. Let's put one on this page. trim it down just a touch. That'll be fun addition to here. Where was I going to put it? Right here, I think. I do like the blue one too. I think that's a cute little rose. Okay, so this one right here. That's that for now. Mom can hear me too well. I went in and I was telling her I can't feel my fingers, and she was saying, "Stay away from me." It was kind of funny. So hold on, I'm just getting one of those flowers. I should have bought some of these when I was at Hobby Lobby the other day. I love these boxes. I might order them online. But they're photo boxes. And 2 or 3 fit really well in these 12 by 12 spaces. And you can kind of organize them a little bit better. But I have tons of these guys. You can tell. My friend sent me some. Robin, was it you that sent me some? Robin Powell. But I love these boxes, and really, I mean, I think they were like 50% off, and so they're only like $3 each or something. Okay, that one's a little full. Okay, that one, I just felt like it needs, you know, something else. Oh, I have 2 there. Okay. Actually, let's put that to the side. Maybe we'll use it. Yeah, I'm going to put that on top of there. I think that's fine. I think the other one was kind of off-white anyways. Yeah, so we'll use a pure white one. It does help a lot to, somebody was saying they need to get some fingernail polish remover to thin this out. It really does help. Still really hard, but it's easier than, you know, having it thick. Mine feels like it thickens up too the longer I have it out here. Okay, so really all we're going to do is just start decorating, you know. So let's actually, we could sew this in. I'm just going to go with the pages I have. I'm not going to add any more pages. I'm not going to sew anything else, I don't think. And this little guy, I'm just going to nip off this edge. So these bluebirds are the ones we have. This one, and then we have some of the western ones, I think. Can't remember, but we have some with the red breast. Okay. I think this one, I don't even remember where it went. My brain is not working. How come? Okay, hold on. I gotta rearrange some stuff because since I took that one out, my papers are a little disorganized. Where's my middle? Okay, there's my middle. How did you get there? Okay. I just really messed it all up, didn't I? That's fine. Make sure everything's right before we try to sew it in. Yeah, I like journals like this. Sometimes you want, you know, especially after a really large journal. You want something a little bit easier that only takes 2 or 3 hours to do instead of 12 to 15 or whatever. Okay, so we're going to sew that in. Trim this off. There we go. And let me grab my thing down here. Okay. I may have to make, you know, my holes different, so we'll have to think about that. Get my sewing in kit here. I don't have any that go all the way up to 12. You can go ahead and do them all at once, couldn't we? We could do that. Let's look at them. So these fabric flips, I'm going to go ahead and kind of fold them out, because sometimes your string will kind of get tangled up in that. So, and I have some that are kind of different sizes, so you kind of want to, you know, make sure they are where you want them, like this one. Raise it up a little. That looks okay. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. So what we'll do is, oh, I didn't do that with all the fabric flips, did I? Oh, you guys, I tell ya. Okay. And then this one back here. There we go. So you're just going to make sure everything is where you want it to be. And clip it in place. Want to make sure that's laying, you know, correctly, because since I did the fabric flips, there's a little bit of bulk there, and so it's kind of shifting my thing. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to go up a couple of inches from the bottom. Just poke a hole if I can. Just make sure it comes out pretty good, and then I'll do that from the top. Just a couple of inches. Typically I would do like an inch. That's perfect. And then just somewhere in the middle. Just watch your fingers if you do it like that. Probably should have done it in that, but it worked out. So we're going to take our nylon cord and do it times 3. 1, 2, 3. And sew it in, because that's the cover. I wanted to put that lace on. That's one reason I wanted to do the cover. Get it done so we could kind of see what that lace is going to look like on it. I think it'll be so pretty. Very simple to sew it together. you're going to pull it tight. I just want to make sure I can add a charm or something to that if I decide to. Okay. Because that's really long. And then I'm going to go ahead and take these off and just make sure that that is well tightened to this, to the cover. Okay. Boy, I made that one really long, didn't I? And I'm just going to trim that off just to get rid of some of that, so while I'm working on the book it's not in my way. Then let me put all this up. And I always put my needle in my little thread. Okay. And hopefully all my pages were up and down the right way. I was just thinking that, you know, I didn't really look. Here's our fabric clips. It's kind of fun to use some stuff we had in our stash. Yeah, we might can finish this in a couple of books, huh? Couple of videos. You never know. I really do want some fun spaces in here, though. Everything looks okay. It's a fun journal. It's just different, you know, than what we've made before. So there you go. And then if you wanted, you know, you could put you know, put the eyelets and stuff in it, and then put the elastic or whatever on it. Okay, so I really want to put this on here. That's one reason I wanted to go ahead and do my put it together, because I was thinking I really want to do this. Just, I kind of want it to be the same at the top as the bottom, or pretty close to it, you know. Actually, I think that will work really nicely. Like that. Trim this off here. Pretty sure this was from Hobby Lobby. Probably like on the, per making a big old mess, but it's probably per the yard is what I was trying to get out. Where did I put my paper towels? Because I don't see them. Okay, I still have one. Sometimes when this gets really low, it really kind of erupts, doesn't it? Does yours do that? I think everyone's does, but so I am using Fabri Tac here just because it is lace, and just kind of putting it on the spine. You could have, I could have went ahead and put the lace on first, and then we could have sewn through it, but I would prefer to do it this way. Then we'll add more glue if we need it. Okay. And then you always do a double check just to see what side is the back, which side is the front. And then that is going right on the spine. Just make sure of that. That's so pretty. Glad I was looking for that. You know, you don't really know what you're going to do, and then suddenly you find what you didn't remember that you had. And it's exactly what you needed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some under each one of these little guys. I think and down probably to help hold that down. How fun is this? This is so fun. And I haven't made a cover in forever, you know, because Clint's always wanted to make one, so I just let him make them. And sometimes you just want a really simple cover. Trim it wherever we need to kind of not pretty. Wow. Might put some kind of beads or something on it. I don't know. You never know about me. You guys should know that by now, huh? Isn't that beautiful? I'll go ahead and trim. I can't remember if I told you. I cut down the cover by, I think I had it at 12. Why am I having an issue there? 12 tall, and I cut it down probably a ½ inch. It just felt like it was way too tall to me, so I did trim that down. My fingers are sticky. Is the back, and that is the front. Isn't that beautiful? You guys, that is so pretty. I love that. Let's see what time we have. We're getting pretty close to like 45 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video and say goodbye, and I hope you guys are following along. If you have made a tall skinny journal, I would love to see it. Turn that off. Just to see what you've done and your take on it. We do have a Facebook page. It's the Ramblin' Crafters with an S, also linked below. But yeah, come over there and visit us, join us, and I hope you are playing along with this. This is so much fun. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next video. See you soon. Bye.